Welcome to another process video. This is going to be the last process video for my Aquarius soul portrait. This one was so much fun to paint and I absolutely loved this process, so hopefully this video translates that in some way. So on my last one, I started doing a Q&A with some questions that you guys had sent me on Instagram. So I didn't get to all of them because I ran out of video footage and still had more questions, so I'm going to continue those in this video. So I'll just get right into it. The first question for this video is, if you're feeling frustrated with the process, do you continue painting or take a step back? So for this one, it really depends why I'm feeling frustrated. I think that if I'm coming to the canvas and I'm feeling really frustrated because I'm not happy with the way that something looks, or because I'm scared to add an element that could potentially go really good or potentially really wrong, like something really bold, if that's what's making me frustrated and that's what's holding me off, then I will try to still show up at the canvas and paint it anyways, because I don't want fear to be a reason for frustration that holds me back. But on the other hand, if I'm just generally feeling frustrated and I can't get into the headspace to be present with my painting, then I will take a step back or use one of my many other strategies to kind of get into the mood, which leads into the next question, which is, what's your favorite way to get into flow state? So if you're not familiar with this term, flow state is to describe this sort of state where you're doing something that you're just so passionate about. So I'm sure maybe you've experienced it in some form, but when you're doing something where you just kind of lose track of time, you forget to drink water, you forget to eat food, you have no desire to check your phone or do all of these other things. You're just so present and so focused with what you're doing, it kind of just defies time and space. So my personal favorite way to get into this flow state is, firstly, I have what I call an artist prayer, which is that white sheet of paper hanging up on my little clipboard that you can see on the left side of the video there. And what this is just kind of this prayer that came up intuitively, that I sort of say to myself, to this divine creator, to my canvas, and it's just sort of an ode to the process and allowing myself to honor the process and surrender my body to be this vessel for this creation to flow through. So it kind of, it gets me into this devotional state, which I really like to be in when I paint. Also, I really like to dance actually with the what I'm working on in the painting. So I can try to sort of embody the energy that I'm working with, or put on some music that I think really fits with the sort of vibe of the painting and dance to that, and it just really helps me like get into the mood, get into the space, the headspace, the emotional space, the spiritual space of what I'm working with, and I'm able to go even deeper into the process, into the canvas. Another thing that I do to get into the flow state sometimes is to meditate with my canvas. Oftentimes I'll just sort of sit in front of it and just look at it and allow what needs to come up, and sometimes slowly, like, little bits of the canvas will start to reveal themselves to me. Like one time I came into the studio and the painting was about this much done, like where you're seeing now, and I was thinking about how I wanted to do the rings of the hat, or the Saturn rings on her, and I wasn't too sure if I wanted to have them glowy or if I wanted to have them solid or what it would look like, but I just sat there and sort of meditated with it, and after a few minutes it sort of just started to come through to me, like I saw it in sort of a vision, or like in my third eye, and I could almost see it on the canvas, what it was supposed to look like, and that really inspired me and like got me into the place to paint. So that's a really big one, is to just meditate with the canvas. Let's see. Also, sometimes I'll start my music. I have like certain playlists that I like to listen to for each one, each canvas, each painting. Like I mentioned in my last video, I choose music very particularly that fits the vibe that I'm going for and the energy of the canvas that I'm portraying. So sometimes I'll start the music and just allow it to sink into my being, almost like planting this seed of inspiration for what's about to come. And that's really helpful too. It really helps me to get into the mood and feel inspired and connected to this divine creator that's flowing through me, and this manifestation on the canvas. It really helps me, to just sort of warm up to the moment, and I'm more easily able to enter this flow state. The next question was, how long do you paint for every day? Now, I certainly do not paint every day. I think that if I forced myself to paint every single day, that it would become a bit more of a chore. And so I often paint when I'm feeling inspired to, or mostly just when I feel inspired to, really. It usually is a few times a week, maybe like 4 or 5 times a week I'll work on my painting. And these times I usually work for between 1 and 4 hours. Sometimes if I only have 1 hour, like in the evening before I want to start getting ready for bed, then that's what it will be. And sometimes if I'm on a day off from work, then I will just start first thing in the morning and work all the way until lunch. Usually when I stop painting, it is because I have to fulfill my human needs of eating food, going to the bathroom, like things like this. So if I could paint all day just straight, I probably would. But yeah, usually between 1 and 4 hours. I do some form of creative expression every day. My painting practice is not my only artistic practice. I do a lot of writing or doodling, scribble drawing, like things that are a little bit more messy and more ugly, just to release this idea of perfectionism and things like this. And that helps my painting practice a lot. But my painting like this that I'm working on here, usually 1 to 4 hours is about how long I'll sit down for a session. The last question that I got was, can I buy a print of this and where? And I am currently in the process of opening my Etsy shop, so I will have it up very soon, and I will post the link in the description of this video once I have it up. You can also follow my Instagram at soulkeyart, and that will keep you posted on all of my upcoming offerings and the launch for the Etsy shop. And I'll be offering prints in multiple sizes of all of my pieces. I don't think I will be selling the actual canvases anytime soon. I might wait until I'm done the whole series, or until I have too many canvases in my house to have space to paint more. So we'll see how that goes. But follow my Instagram at soulkeyart, and I will be posting about my Etsy shop opening there. But yes, I will be offering prints for these, and I want them to be affordable and accessible, so I'm working to find the best kind of paper for them so that they can be both good quality but not so much so that they're too expensive for you guys. So working to find a happy medium on that. And that's all the questions I got for this one so far. So enjoy the rest of this time-lapse video, and thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting my art, and stay tuned for the next bit of the series. And I'll be announcing on my Instagram soon which astrology sign, zodiac sign, I'll be working with next. So thank you so much.